And welcome to day 2 of our training class. I hope you enjoyed day 1. And if you had any questions, don't forget to send me an email at icwdirector@gmail.com. So I hope you have your pencil and paper ready and that you have your worksheet available. So we're going to talk a little bit more about the setting goal portion of the classes so that we can be on the right path and everybody can be on the same page. So let's get ready, set, and go. First, I want to just talk to you for just a few minutes about our own personal finances, and something that has always puzzled me, and I know that you may be thinking the same thing as well. Have you ever wondered why so few people achieve financial success? You know, all the books tell us and the government tells us that only 1% of Americans reaching age 65 will be considered wealthy. And that's pretty sad and a pretty low number. Only 3% are financially independent, and a mere 16% have some savings. The remaining 80% are living their lives in quiet desperation. See, I don't want to be that way. I know that we are living longer now, and we have to plan for our future. And that's why this class was so important to me, and I wanted to do it as a free class so that I could share information that I've researched and I've studied and give you a new insight on how you can change your situation around. Starting today, we're starting just right where we are. We're not going to, set the world on fire in 7 days, but if I could just change your mindset and get you thinking about saving your retirement and your education for your children, or even for yourself, then I have completed my task for this week. So, when we think about families and that quiet desperation, it makes me sad because we've worked so hard to get where we are and to overcome so many hurdles. And I just wonder, how can this be? If we live in the richest country in the world, why are only a handful of people considered to be wealthy? So many have gained wealth and have lost it. So we know that it is possible to gain wealth, but it's also our responsibility that once we learn these new things that I'm teaching this week, that we will stay on course, that we'll be able to share them with others, and that we will be a better nation for it. You may know people who say that, the system only works for others. It doesn't work for them. They don't know about the loopholes. They don't know how to save and invest like other people. But what we're going to do is start making the changes now. It's never too late to start. It's no reason that we can't be whatever and whoever we want to be in our future, be financially stable. No, we may not be rich to the point of some people that we know, but we'll be rich in other things, in our lives, in our families, in our communities. Just remember one thing, and if you don't get anything else out of today's lesson, is that your situation today does not make for your future. And what I mean by that is, it doesn't matter where you are right now. This is important because you have to remember whatever you did in the past has nothing to do with your future right now. What you can and will become if you just set your mind to it and do some new things. You see, I didn't come from the right kind of family or on the right side of the track. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth, and I had to climb and scratch and fight for everything that I wanted, and I'm not ashamed to say that I did, because I wanted something different. And I know that when we look at where we are, we may not be exactly where we want to be, but remember, we're not where we used to be. We can make a difference in this world. So I hope that you're ready to go, that we want to talk about setting goals today, and that you thoroughly enjoyed yesterday's session. Now, this is kind of fast-paced. I know it's a lot to do in 7 days, but I know that you're going to be much the better, more prepared for it, and you'll be able to share what you learned with somebody else. So for a few minutes, we're going to talk about that goal setting. And what I want you to think about is, you're setting goals not just to gain money, but to have that peace of mind, knowing that you are prepared. Successful people are willing to do things that unsuccessful people are not willing to do. And that's the difference between someone who is successful and someone who is not. In setting goals, you must be specific and you must write your goals down on paper. So I hope that everybody did do that. Write down what you want, make it clear, and make it simple. How do I get started? And that's the question that so many of us may have. Some people never get started because they don't know where to begin. This part of the class is going to help you with starting your goals and setting plans. And I sent you your guidelines this morning so that you'll be able to just move right along with us. Do those at your own pace, but please tune in every single day of the 7 days, because each day is going to be something new, different, and exciting. Start by asking yourself a question. What would I do with my life if I had unlimited money and time? The answer you receive from that question should give you some indication of where you want to be and what you want to do with your life. Now, I know that this can be, a little daunting of a task for some people because you're gifted and talented, and so many of you are, and you can multitask. But now you need to choose something that you want to do that you know that you would be good at. I want you to start by making a list of all the things that you would like to have or do, and we will call this our dream list. Let yourself go. Don't worry about what you put on there because nobody's going to see it but you. Don't worry about the order that it comes in. And I know it sounds silly, but don't worry about that. To help you get started, we have provided for you a dream list page, and I hope that you have that in front of you. So you might want to stop right here and start working on that. And also we want you to, if you're married, to include your spouse in this so that the two of you are working on your dream list together. Because if you're not on the same page, then that's definitely going to be a problem in the future. Also, this will also help you get in touch with one another. Before you continue any further, let's do this activity now. So you may want to put me on pause and go ahead and do that and then come back. Next, we want to talk about defining your goals and being specific. Now that you've taken the time to write down all your dreams, we now need you to determine what it is that you want to invest your time and money towards and what you would like to accomplish. If you're like me, your dream list was very long and full of dreams that were conflicting in nature, because it could be from one thing to the other, like owning a beauty salon. I've never told anybody that, but I always wanted to do that. I really didn't want to go to school to be a cosmetologist. I just wanted to own the salon and manage it, and I thought it was just the coolest thing. That was on my dream list. So no matter how crazy it sounds or off the beaten path, you too can do that because nobody sees the dream list but you. Some people may say they want to be a multi-millionaire. That's okay, and you can do that. It's your dream, so don't limit yourself. You must look closely at your dream list and then prioritize your dreams. Being human, there are some limitations in what we can do, and depending on your age, what you want to do at this particular point in time. So choose things that are close and dear to your heart for your dream list. And there are certain factors that must be put into place for your goals. To make your goals a reality, they should include A, be in writing, and that's the first thing. All your goals must be in writing, because once you write them down, they're no longer just a goal. They're going to become reality. 2, you must be specific and measurable. And what that means, in order to have the power of getting your goal done, you must set a time to make it effective, and I mean full effect. It is essential that your goals be specific. Your goals should include colors, amount, sizes, when it's going to start, when it's going to end. Goals must be started and have completion dates. Every goal that you set should have a starting date and a completion date. Without a starting and completion date, you have no measure on how you're going to make your goal a reality. And then the last thing, you must include the activity required to achieve your goal. Now, for every goal that you set, you must have an activity list that you make the goal work. This is where planning and having a strategy becomes paramount and such a great part of this class. So I sent you your sheets, and I want you to work on those today. I am excited about this class. I'm doing my list too, and I'm going to share some of the things with you at the end of the week. But for right now, this is what we want to do. And then we're going to start talking more about building that $1,000 nest egg and saving. So if you followed along thus far with your activities and worksheets, if you have questions, please don't hesitate to send me an email so that we can work together. I am excited about this journey, and I hope that you are too. And I look forward to hearing your comments and answering your questions. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you tomorrow.